Ever wish you had a secret weapon for your career? Someone who could help you dodge the mistakes and spot the opportunities you can't see? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today, mentorship. And trust me, it's so much more than just getting advice. This is about a relationship that can literally change the whole game for you.
Okay, that sounds a little harsh, right? But there's a powerful truth packed into that sentence, especially when it comes to our careers. It's a bit of a reality check, and it perfectly explains why having a mentor isn't just a nice little bonus, it's absolutely essential. See, here's the thing. In the professional world, support almost always comes with strings attached. Your boss needs you to perform, the company needs results, your teammates need you to do your part. And look, that's not a bad thing. It's just how things work. But that's exactly why the kind of support a mentor gives is so different and so incredibly powerful.
All right, so let's get into what this all means for you. We're going to break down why having a guide in this kind of world is just so critical for your growth.
The most important word here, chooses. A mentor isn't your boss. They have zero obligation to help you. This is someone who voluntarily decides to invest their own time and energy in your development. Why? Simply because they see something in you and want to help you win. Their only agenda is, well, your agenda.
So, what does that actually look like day to day? Well, a great mentor helps you leapfrog all those rookie mistakes because they've already made them. They're the person you can call up when you're stuck on a tough decision and just need someone outside the bubble to talk to. When you're so deep in the weeds you can't see the forest for the trees. They're the one who pulls you up to see the whole landscape. And maybe the most important part, they challenge you. They poke holes in your assumptions and push you to get better in ways you just couldn't do by yourself.
Okay, that all sounds fantastic, right? But now for the million-dollar question. Where on earth do you find someone like this? So let's get practical and talk about how you can actually find your guide. First things first, we need to get one thing straight because a lot of people mix this up. Your manager is not your mentor. Think of it like this. Your manager is your coach for this specific game, focused on how you're performing right now. A mentor, on the other hand, is like that veteran commentator up in the booth who sees the whole season, your whole career path. And that difference is absolutely crucial. It means a mentor gives you this impartial, big-picture view that your manager just isn't in a position to give. Okay, so where do you start looking? Honestly, just start by being curious. Pay attention to people you respect and admire, no matter what their job title is. Are you hoping to get better at public speaking? Find someone who's a killer presenter. Want to be more strategic? Look for the person who always seems to be 3 steps ahead. And don't just look inside your company. Cast a wide net. Think professional groups, volunteer work. Heck, even a group of your own peers can be an amazing source of mentorship.
And here's the best part. You don't have to do that super formal, kind of awkward, will you be my mentor thing? Seriously, don't. A lot of the time, the best mentorships just happen. They grow naturally out of a good conversation you had at an event or from working together on a project. Sometimes it's as simple as reaching out to someone you admire and asking one smart, thoughtful question.
All right, so finding a potential mentor is one thing, but that's really only half the battle. For this to actually work, you have to be a great mentee. This is not a passive sport. You have to be in the game. Let me be super clear about this. The value you get out of this relationship is 100% tied to the efforts you put in. You can't just sit in the passenger seat and hope for a good trip. Nope, you're the one driving.
So what's the playbook for being a great mentee? Simple. First, respect their time. It's the most valuable thing they're giving you, so show up prepared. Second, get specific. Don't ask a vague question like, what should I do with my life? Instead, try something like, I'm really struggling to lead my team on this project, and here's the specific problem I'm facing. Third, you've got to be coachable. You have to be open to hearing the tough stuff because that's where the growth is. And finally, and this is the big one, you have to actually use the advice.
And there's one more step that honestly almost everyone forgets. You have to close the loop. After you go and apply their advice, you need to circle back and tell them what happened. This isn't just about being polite. When they see that their guidance actually made a difference, it makes them even more invested in your success. It's a total game changer. Okay, now let's take this whole idea to the next level. Having one mentor is awesome. But what if? What if you built your own personal board of directors? So there's this myth out there, right? That you need to find this one, single, all-knowing guru who will guide you for your entire career. Let's just bust that myth right now. In the world we live in today, that's not only super unlikely, it's not even the best way to do it. Instead, think about building a whole network.
You might have one person you go to for leadership advice, another who's your go-to technical genius. Maybe you have an industry insider who gives you the real scoop, and then you've got a peer you can just bounce crazy ideas off of. Having all those different perspectives, it's like a superpower.
And this all leads us to what might be the most important part of this entire thing. The real goal here isn't just to get mentorship, it's to eventually give it. It's all about paying it forward.
And listen, you do not need to be some big shot CEO to be a mentor. Not at all. You have valuable stuff to share right now. You could share what you know with a student or help out a new person on your team. You could offer advice to someone just trying to get into your field. You'll probably find that teaching someone else is one of the absolute best ways to learn yourself.
So I want to leave you with this to think about. As you're building your own career, who's going to be your guide? And just as important, who will you guide next?